Hello there, my friends. This is the story of Myers, Fletcher and Gordon and its journey to 80 years of providing legal services. In the year 2024, that's next year, the firm will celebrate its 80th anniversary, having begun its journey as long ago as 1944. The story of Myers, Fletcher and Gordon has been long and filled with indelible, remarkable, and many historic events which I intend to share with you soon. But for now, let's travel back in time to 1943, the year before the firm began. No, I was not there back then. Boy, I'm old, but I'm not that old. But I've always imagined the many possible ways the idea for creating the firm could have sparked. Let's paint one of those scenes together. Kingston, Jamaica, 1943. It's December 23, the eve of Christmas Eve. It's a somber scene as the world is still torn by a second war. The tide seems to be shifting though, but not just for the world, but also for Alfred Myers. Alfred, an experienced solicitor of some success and at the twilight of his practice, sits down in his home study, sherry glass in hand, and smiles at his son Frankie, seated in the chair opposite to him, who had not long returned from his training in England. A close friend of the family and colleague, Douglas Fletcher, sits between them, couching on Alfred's desk. It's 6 o'clock in the evening and the crew have met up to reflect on the events of the year. Alfred has been pondering his son's future and how he will treat his final years in the profession. Frankie notices his father's gaze, knowing that Alfred wants to retire, quickly speaks up about needing his father's continued guidance. Douglas, always the joker, chuckles. "Continued guidance," he says with a devious smile. "I've been winning cases after just 3 days of being called to the bar. I'm enough guidance for you." The room erupts with laughter. And during all the laughter, the bright idea of starting a law firm is posed. Excitement permeates the air. All agree that this will be the beginning of great things to come. "Let's do it," Alfred announces. "We'll open a new law firm next year." And next year, in April 1944, the firm of Myers and Fletcher was born. Myers and Fletcher? Where's the Gordon, you might ask? Well, that answer comes some years later when Alfred Myers retired from the partnership and William Sidney Kelly Gordon, also known as Whiskey Gordon because of his initials, joins the partnership. And with the addition of the newcomer's last name, the firm, I'm happy to tell you, is now Myers, Fletcher and Gordon. So my friends, that's the short story of how the firm was formed, at least how I imagined it. But that's just the beginning. The history of MF&G is something of a movie, I would say, and one that you definitely want to see. But for now, my friends, on behalf of the MF&G family, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes.